Ghosts are really easy to paint and they can look great when you finish them. First off, I started off with a white undercoat. Secondly, I've put 2 coats of this paint on as it's a bit of a thin paint, so it needs a second coat. And then after that, this is the paint to use, and you can use it as quite a heavy coverage. Main thing to remember at this stage is to make sure you try and get on the inside of it as well. This is the end result once the paint is dry from using this paint. Now the next coat, what we're going to apply is this grey here, and that gives you an idea of how it looks. And this is going to be the final paint we're going to use for the ghosts, which is the Raywatcher green. And with this paint we're going to cover the entire ghost area, and it will end up looking this colour. Personally, to make these miniatures stand out, I think the best way to do this is to give the bases a night look. On this one I've started off by painting it black. The next coat I'm going to use is Caliban green, but all we're wanting to do is just try and pick out the edges. Next I'm going to use the Warpstone Glow. Next I'm using this Sybarite green. Previous 2 coats I've put the highlights all over. With this highlight I just want to try and aim more for the edges closer to the ghost itself. This is the last coat I'm going to use now for the tombstone. And again, we don't want to cover the whole area, but you got the edge of the tombstone near the ghost. We just want to cover that area so it kind of makes it look like the ghost is blending into the area a bit. The next stage now is to apply some PVA glue to the bottom of the base. You'll see that I've applied a black paint first because I want to try and keep the base dark. I don't want the white from the original undercoat showing through. And I'm using a black static grass again to give it that image closer to it being night. And there you are. This is another ghost miniature which I've initially painted the same as the other ghosts, gone through the same process, but I want to make it slightly different. So what I want to do is the edges of the cloak and also some of these edges here and the flames, I want to give it a little bit of a different colour just to make it stand out. I'm using a mix of Lahmian medium and I'm using this blue, and it's roughly 2 parts of the Lahmian to 1 part of the paint, and you only want to apply a glaze. And we'll start off with the edges and slowly work further up. It's taken about 4 coats to build up from here to here, which is where it's the strongest in the colour, and then after that 1 maybe 2 coats which are very watered down to go up to the area where the edge of the cloak is. So this is just to try and help to blend in between the green and then going into the blue, and I think the end result looks quite good. If you like the video, remember to like, share and click on the button on the lower right hand side to subscribe.